The stars shines and the music swells as the bride and groom exchange their vows.
Allison, I give you this ring as a token of my constant faith and abiding love.
And Samuel, I give you this ring as a token of my constant faith and abiding love. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss.
He sweeps her into his arm and presses his lips to her for the first kiss of the rest of their lives. Hmm. They break away in shock at the sound of the fireworks.
Ellie, did you plan this? I know you always dream of fireworks at the wedding.
No, I didn't plan this.
She looked straight at me, her maid of honor.
But I think I know who did.
Some people say the most important day of one's life should be a wedding. For me, that was true. It just wasn't my own. Chapter 1, Maid of Honor. Hmm. You've unlocked the closet. You now change outfit any time by tapping the closet button on the bottom right. Now where was I? Oh, right. Ali and Sam's wedding, aka the most important day of my life. It's a little over an hour later, and Sam's best man is finishing up his toast.
So, here to Sam. I've met few with sharper brains, but none with a bigger heart.
Here, here.
And with that, everyone raised their glasses. Allison stands. Oh no, that means it's time for.
Thank you. Now it's time to hear from my maid of honor, lifelong best friend and partner in crime, Abby O'Brien.
Thanks, Ellie. It's an honor to be your maid of honor for the second time. I get a few gasps of that, and Ali looks at me like, YTF, Abby? I just grin.
Oh, Sam, she didn't tell you. Ali's first wedding was actually in second grade with Jimmy Mathis. It was a really beautiful moment, but then Jimmy Mathis decided to leave the ceremony or to go play tag with the boys. Oh, poor Ali. But I think it's for the best. If things had worked out with Jimmy Matthew, she wouldn't ever felt true love with Sam. We've come a long way since then, moving from small town Jersey to the Big Apple together. And more than anything, I'd like to thank her for teaching me the value of friendship. I've never found anyone as selfless, generous, empathetic, or just plain good as her. Mhm. I hope I've been able to be even half as wonderful in return. Here's to you, Allison, and here's to Sam, who knows how to pick 'em. Everyone raises their glass. I glance over to Ali to see her with the biggest grin I've seen on her face since an hour ago when Sam slid the ring on her finger.
Thank you, Abby. Now, I'm sure you all full from dinner, so let's work it off on the dance floor.
With that, several couple head to the dance floor, and several single heads to the buffet for seconds. I, of course, am in the latter category. Hello, buffet. I'm scooping up another helping of those garlic mashed potatoes when I hear someone mutters next to me.
Novelty heating devices.
Huh? I look up the table to see the best man inspecting the serving station with interest. Oh, this guy. Okay, so this isn't the first time I've laid eyes on Sam's best man, but it's the first time I've gotten to really look at him. And the more I look, the more I'm convinced that this guy must be a male model or something.
They're using a variety of quirky heating devices to keep the food warm at this buffet table. It's a nice touch.
Alright, I asked him what he was talking about. Thank you. I'll pass on your compliment to the caterers. Crude, what was possible male model best man name again? Hmm, Trace?
Please do, Abby. And while you're at it, send my regards to the florist's choice of ribbon, the DJ strict, no disco, holdovers policy, and the choreographer's works on that first dance.
Oh, Those are all me, actually.
Don't blush, Abby. Don't blush.
Allison made you play florist, DJ, and choreographer?
Oh no, but I picked the florist and DJ for those reasons. I did do the first chore- dance choreography though.
You're a dancer then?
I took some ballroom classes so I can hold my own.
Care to show me? We are the Maid of Honors and the best man after all. Everyone will expect us to dance at least once.
Trace,
I love to dance, probably.
Huh? Who says their excuse? You're just amusing. Come on, cause you're pretty.
so do you think I'm pretty then?
A girl like you knows she is. That goes without a guy like me having to say it.
Maybe, but it's nice to hear. Nothing less.
Especially from a guy like you.
I simply resent the idea that you think I'm so shallow as to ask you to dance just for that.
Alright, fine. Let's dance. For the reason totally unrelated to my appearance.
He leads me back to the dance floor and wraps his arms firmly around my waist, sending a shiver up my spine like I haven't felt in years.
Dance a little close there, huh?
I can back up if you prefer.
You wink. I press myself even closer so I can get a whiff of his musky cologne.
No, I like close. So Trace, aside from novelty heating devices and absence of disco, are you enjoying the wedding?
Quite, it's still hard to believe it's happening though.
What do you mean?
It all happened so fast. 18 months ago, Sam hadn't even met your friend, and now they're getting married.
That's true.
Either one of these choices would make or break the conversation. But when you know, right? Or I could never do something like that. He gives me a knowing smirk like I said something wrong.
I see, you're so dramatic type.
If being happy for a couple that's so obviously right, each other makes me the romantic type, then yes, I am.
Hold on now. I never said I wasn't happy for Sam. What kind of best man would that make me?
A normal one? If the movie I've seen are my indication,
So you believe anything Hollywood tells you? I thought you seemed smarter than that.
I don't believe them blindly. But if you're happy for Sam, why all the doom and gloom?
I'm not being gloomy. I'm simply surprised. I've known him for years and he's not the type to rush into things.
So you're saying if you found your soulmate, you've hold back ever over a timeline indicates by society expectation?
If this hypothetical woman is my soulmate, presumably she's be rational enough to wait.
Hypothetical woman, huh?
I'm not sure love works like that.
Perhaps not. If Sam can fall fast and hard, none of us are immune, I suppose.
So we're in agreement then?
It would seem so. Pity. I enjoy a good debate, especially with a witty girl like yourself.
You enjoy telling women reason that they're wrong?
Has anyone told you you're bad at taking compliments?
Has anyone told you you're bad at giving them out?
You would be. And to think I was just about to ask you to.
Hey, Trace. Some of the groomsmen want to take some extra photos. Are you in? Trace sighs and looked back at me, much as I want to know what he was going to ask. It's Sam's special day.
Go on, I'll see you later.
Trace and Sam run off, and I make my way towards the edge of the party when two women approach me, one looking suspiciously eager.
So, Maid of Honor, I see you were talking to my older brother. Is that a problem? Oh, you. I may not know you personally, but based on that wedding toast, you seem worthy of him.
I won't make any comments about your brother's personal life, Nora, but yes, I agree that it was a beautiful. Oh boy, what have I got gotten in myself into.
Well, I tried my best.
I hear Ali come behind me as I say that. She slings her arm over my shoulder. Man, she's in a good mood.
Oh, please, Abby, quit it with the modesty already. Ladies, this girl happens to be the one responsible planning 99, 90% of the wedding. What? That's so amazing. Are you like a goddess? Ali, exaggerating. I only help with the shop and organizing. And then surprise fireworks display earlier.
That sounds like 90% of the wedding planning plus extra credit. Are you sure you're not a professional?
Oh, definitely not. But you could be, Abby. I told you earlier, you've got a talent for this. No way, Ali. The only payment I need is having you as my best friend. You are the actual sweetest. Maybe I would marry you instead. You're too straight for that. Besides, I like Sam. And be ashamed if I had to come between you. Okay, for real thought, if you ever want to go pro with the wedding planner thing, I'd totally. Huh? Well, if you decide to get married, call me up and I'll consider it.
She holds her left hand, showing off a giant engagement ring. Crap, really? You've checked that before I said something.
Consider this an offer seriously.
In fact, I'm willing to book you right now. I glance at Monica's fingers. She's wearing one too. Shoot, it appears that I've very abruptly reached that point in my 20 where and everyone is getting married except me.
Wait a second. You're both getting married and you both want me to plan your wedding?
Uh,
Okay, I get it.
congrats you too.
Thanks. So now that you know it's only one wedding, how about it? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, ladies, but I think you've had enough of wedding planning for a while. Besides, I already have another job with that I don't intend to leave anytime soon. Really? If my boss was half as much as an asshole as yours is, I've had peace out years ago. It's not that simple, Alan. Of course not, but it's nice to dream. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's about time for me to shove a cake in my husband's face. You wouldn't. No way. Then there wouldn't be any for you at all to eat.
Ali calls everyone over for the cake cutting. I nearly ran into someone while trying to find a place to watch. Oh, who's this?
Whoops, sorry. Abby, I don't suppose you remember me.
At first, I don't, but those eyes, I've only known one person with eyes that sparkled that way. But could this really be the skinny kid I know?
Simon Hendricks from East Lake Elementary?
You do remember.
Whoa, Simon.
Mm, you certainly grew up handsome. I haven't seen you since fifth grade.
Oh, yeah. Those were the days.
Remember that collection of charity wristband you wear to school every day? I was so jealous.
Hey, if you want them, I'm sure they're safely stored in my mom's attic somewhere.
If the fad ever comes back, you'll be the first one I call.
Simon and I reached the front of the line and each takes some cake. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
So, Simon, don't take this the wrong way, but I was kinda surprised to see your name on the guest list. Are you and Ali close?
Sort of. She found me on social media like 10 years ago and we've kept in contact ever since. I announced about a month ago that I was moving to New York to start reporting for the New York Daily Register.
You're a reporter now?
What's your first article about? Or does this
An in-depth look at the unusual toy which it marketed as being able to increase focus and speculation on its wanting popularity.
So basically, are fidget spinners still cool?
That
Yikes. I can tell you the answer to that one just from ob- observing now.
Tell me about it. The editor wasn't exactly up with the latest youth trend. Anyway, when Alison found out I was moving here, she all but insisted I come to her wedding.
That's Ali for you. What a good soul.
Speaking of which,
Simon points to the dance floor where Ali standing with her bouquet, a crowd of women forming behind her.
you better get over there, Abby.
Oh, I wasn't going for it.
Come on, it's just a fun tradition. Don't you think you deserve a fun after all you put into this wedding?
Alright, Simon, fine. But if anyone asks, it was your idea, not mine.
He gives me a light push towards, and I found myself in a massive jumble of women.
Toss this way.
Nora, you know I'm going to marry you whether you catch this or not, right? Ali throws the bouquet over her shoulder and the crowd urge surges towards it, so surges forward it to catch. Only Monica and I hang back.
It's mine.
But it sails right over her and smacked me the face before landing in my hand. You catch a bouquet. Of course, of all the women here, it just had to end in my hand like I'm in a sappy chick flick or something. Not I watch sappy chick flick much.
Oh, Abby, you're gonna make someone happy this year. I don't know about that. I'm not really.
Oh no, everyone's staring at me. Why did I let Cyber talk me into this? Ali turns around and sees me holding the flower.
Oh, Abby, I didn't realize you were gonna go for the bouquet. Yeah, me neither. Call me superstitious, but this may be a sign that you're ready to put yourself out there again.
Maybe I would count on it, or we'll have to see where the wind takes me. I blushed and looked down at the bouquet. It really is a pretty arrangement.
Okay, ladies, I think we had embarrassment is happy enough for the evening. How about we give her a chance to set those down now?
Bless you, Monica. The rest of the evening goes by in a blur, and before I know it, Sam and Ali are headed off to their
Thank you everyone for coming to our wedding.
I love you all. Now, good night.
Now Sam starts the car and Ali waves back the crowd as they drive off towards the airport.
Congrats to the happy couple. Woohoo!
I'm about to return to the main venue to collect my stuff when I feel a tap on my shoulder. It's Trace again.
Hello again, Abby. My apologies for earlier.
Apology not accepted. How dare you ditch me to go to be a good best man?
I'm deeply ashamed of my behavior. I'm sure there's nothing I could possibly do to make it up to you.
Perhaps, but you're certainly welcome to try. What's your best offer?
Trace casually runs his fingers through his hair as though he's thinking, this is a careful dance, and he's all too good at the steps.
Well, I know a place nearby that I think you might enjoy. Care to accompany me?
I put on my best attempt at knowing, smirked and tried to, to play it cool.
Are you asking me out, Trace?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Join Trace at one of his favorite places in the city, a luxe five-star hotel bar, for a chance to learn a little more about him and experience life at the top. Hmm. Yep. Have a nice drink. Okay.
Just let me get my bag and I'm all yours.
I'll call a cab.
One short cab ride and long elevator ride later, Trace leads me out to the rooftop of what has to be a five-star hotel. Dang, when he said a place nearby, this was not what I was picturing. I've never been somewhere this busy in my life.
Okay, this is some lounge. How you find it?
Meet someone here for a business purpose. Took a liking to the place. You know how it is.
Sure.
The closest thing I have is a fondness for a creamy Chinese takeout place down the street from my college apartment, but that sort of the same thing, right?
So, what sort of business are you talking?
Oh, you know, 9 to 5 with overtime. Lots of red tape.
So basically, I don't want to talk about it. Fair enough, but this lounge and his suit are anything to go by. His business must be pretty lucrative. A lot more lucrative than being a junior accountant. Maybe I should see if they're hiring.
Now, I believe I promised you a drink.
We take a seat at the bar and Trace wave over a bartender in a suit that probably cost more than my whole outfit.
Good evening. I'd like a martini, please. Stirred.
Isn't shaken the proper way to prepare a martini?
Nope. In fact, it was scientifically proven that you lose a third the flavor that way.
Huh? The more you know.
Would you like something, miss?
Hmm, what would be my choice for the drink? Um, Martini, a glass of fine champagne, or a cocktail with shimmering liquor? Um, Champagne.
Really? Didn't you have enough of that at the wedding? I never pass up the opportunity for a good champagne.
I suppose sometimes you can't have too much of a good thing.
The bartender returns with our glass. I take a sip. The bubble dance on my tongue.
You know, I think this is the first glass of a real French champagne I've ever had.
Can you taste the difference?
Not at all.
Trace leans back and casually takes a sip of his own drink, swirling the olive around in the glass. Is he always like this? King Nangle here. I'm probably over.
Thank you for joining me here. By the way, the wedding was fabulous, but this is far more my scene.
Trains?
Probably. Really, a fancy rooftop lounge is your scene, or I wasn't able to turn down someone who would look like you. I'm the one who should be thankful.
Well, yes. It comes. It's private and it has one of the best views in the entire city.
Oh,
He finishes his drink, stands, and offers his hand to help me up.
Here, let me show you.
I follow him across the rooftop and over to the edge.
Take a look.
Oh, yeah. When I didn't realize how high up we were, no wonder that elevator rides took took so long. Not bad, not bad at all.
Better than the Empire State Building, if you ask me.
better than the Empire State Building?
Definitely better. Or those are fighting words.
This way, you can actually see the Empire State Building.
Exactly, it's more complete.
And just then I'm thinking all is right with the world. I hear the bartender call out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have 5 minutes to closing. Please close your tabs if you haven't already.
Trace turns to me. Is that a hint of sadness I see in his eyes?
I suppose this is where our night ends.
Almost. But I think there's one thing you're forgetting.
He tilts his head slightly to the side, lips curling into a smile just at the edge. It's a challenge.
Enlighten me.
What do I do?
Go for the kiss or give him my number.
Let me have your number for a minute so I can put my number in.
Only if you let me have yours.
We exchange phones and enter our respective numbers and exchange them back.
Now, I suppose we should go before the bouncer forces us out.
Alright, good night, Trace.
Good night, Abby.
I step into the elevator with the rest of the remaining patrons and call a cab home. I spent all of Sunday running errands and trying to get ready for the week. It doesn't make heading back to my job on Monday any easier.
Hmm.
I exit the subway and there it is. The concept event New York office building. Oh, oh boy. We set up events for big shot around the country. Think movie premieres and high profile parades, which sounds like really exciting, but I'm basically a paper pusher.
It's a living. That's all that matters.
Abby, where have you been?
This is Ed, my boss. Yep, that's one alley called an asshole. I think that's about cover all anyone needs to know about him.
Wait, I'm not late, am I? My phone said I was 3 minutes earlier.
Well, while your mediocrity is usually acceptable, with the extra preparation required for new CEO visit, I assume you've come early.
Oh crap, I completely forgot the CEO coming in. Ed gonna kill me. I guess that's what I get for focusing on the wedding.
Speaking of which, Abby, I expect you to be on your best behavior today.
Supposedly, some bosses don't talk to their employees like they're 5 years old. Must be nice.
This new CEO is the brain behind the last year Paris Film Awards Global Games ceremony and the Bright Sun Gala. So you will not embarrass me.
Whoa. Okay, that quite the resume. I hate agreeing with Ed, but this is a pretty big deal. Good for the new CEO.
Did you hear me, Abby? I said there will be no sass from you, understood?
No sass, I promise.
At least out loud.
Good. Now, where's that spreadsheet with last month's accounts receivable data?
I'm almost done, but additional data you sent in meant there a bit of delay.
In other words, you sent me this 4:30 last Friday, jerk. What did you expect?
Well, then get your ass to, to your desk and get it done. I expect it in my inbox at 11 a.m. and not a second later. And since this is so important, I won't make you bother with getting my coffee this morning.
Uh huh. Thank you. And I'll have to be done. No, no time. Oh, getting your own coffee? How generous of you. I bite my lips and swallow my pride.
Then get to it.
2 hours later,
I sent you the spreadsheet, sir.
Ed opens the file and looks it over, frowning as usual. I even try.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased with the way you organized by the score, but you weren't out of time, so it'll have to do. Now go get the lunch spread up. The new CEO will be here in half an hour.
Pretty sure that this isn't technique accountant work, but whatever. Before long, people are filing in and filling up their plates.
This is lovely, Abby, and thanks for the nut-free cookie.
Going to be so impressed when he sees this.
Success? Guess I can help myself now. Or not. I'm just getting my plate when Ed steps up to me.
Excuse me, but where are the gluten-free options?
There aren't any. Nobody reported allergy on form, and the CEO secretary said he doesn't have any dietary restriction.
Hmm, I didn't realize I need to tell you about my severe gluten allergy. I assume that's the common one would be accounted for.
Well,
Perfect. I won.
Attention everyone! Our new CEO has arrived. Please welcome Mr. Trace Mercedello.
Trace Mercado?
I heard that wrong. I must have. There's no way. But I turned around and. Oh, that's him. I pinched myself in the arm.
Oh,
Nope, not a dream. Trace looks around the room and catches my eye. Oh man, he's definitely recognized me.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Go ahead and enjoy your lunch, and I'll start making my rounds to meet each other of you.
Everyone goes back to eating, and I'm about to take my seat when Trace comes up to me.
Abby O'Brien, I didn't realize you work here.
you think you're surprised? If I'd known you were the new CEO, I
Have would I ask you to raise the exchange for dance?
I'm afraid it's a little early on for me to be abusing my power like that.
just as well. The next time, perhaps.
Abby, stop taking so much time to Mr. Marcelo's time. He has more important matters to attend to. Actually, It was I who wished to speak to Abby, so I don't have more important matters to attend to. You met?
We have.
You're Edward Washington, correct? Yes, sir, but please call me Ed. It's wonderful to meet you, Ed. The board mentioned you especially as one of the top team members in the region, and I glanced over the accounts receivable spreadsheet you sent earlier, and I must say it was one of the cleanest I've ever seen.
Hang on, I just finished one of those. Could he be talking about?
Unaccounted receivables spreadsheet? You mean the one for this past month?
That's the one, so well organized.
The, that was.
Well, it's nice to be recognized for my work. Abby, you're lucky to have such a great mentor. Abby still has a lot to learn. I look I took a chance on her, but with my guidance, hopefully she'll become a productive member of this company.
Okay, that's it. Listen up, Ed.
I don't know what you're talking about. Abby, is something wrong? Just ignore her. Mr. Marcelo, Abby always had temper. I've found the best way to deal with it, not to encourage her.
Liar Trace. I was the one who made the accounts receivable spreadsheet, not him.
Mr. Wellington, is this true? Is it true? Of course, it's not true. Abby's making things up because she resents me.
Oh, yes. The only one making things up is here is you, Ed.
Enough. If you don't shut your mouth and leave me, and you're gonna be fired.
Something inside of me snapped. My hands ball into fists. I feel myself start to shake.
You know what? I've had enough of this. When you first hired me, you promised I'd be doing things like raising money for the charity and helping Team One. Well, it's been 3 years and I haven't done anything like that. Not even once. Instead, I've dedicated literally thousands of hours of my short life to dealing with your bullshit. What do I do?
Oh,
I once had a roommate with celiac disease and also known as severe reaction to gluten. So know all about it? Common symptom includes bloating, diarrhea, and abdominal pains. Have fun with that. Or don't. You filthy liar.
I've heard enough, Mr. Wellington. What company owes concept even the most last month? That was I see, Abby.
The state of New York, they still owes us 2.9 billion for the President's Day Ball.
Exactly. Edward Wellington, pack your things. You're dismissed. You can't be serious. You have until the end of the day.
Suck it, and have fun being unemployed. This office is going to be so much quieter without you.
Perhaps so, Miss O'Brien, but you won't be around to see it.
Say what?
In the 15 minutes since I arrived at this office, you have sworn loudly in front of the CEO, taunt a former employee, and shoved garlic bread in someone's face. While I go, I while I do regret letting someone with such strong accounting skill go, I expect my employees to maintain a basic level of professionalism.
It's clear to me that you don't meet these standards.
But Trace,
My decision is final. You have until the end of the day to pack your things. Nice going, idiot. You got us both fired.
screw you, and as much as I hate this, at least you'll never belittle me again.
I grabbed up my bag and strongly towards the exit before I leave, though I turned and looked Trace right in the eye.
And screw you too, Trace.
I slammed the door on my way out. I'm barely able to breathe again until I'm outside, sitting on a bench.
That felt good. And so will this.
I put out on my phone and looked up a number. Luckily, Ali had me make a database with the contacts info for all her guests.
Hello, Monica. This is Abby. Does that planner offer still stand?
Next time on Save the Date. Perfect. Now, do you have any questions for us?
Just one. How much will I be working with Trace? Thank you for watching my video. Please do make comment and subscribe and like uh, about this story from Trace.